welcome to Weekly News on Don Candy TV. As we promised, that every week we're going to present the major headlines in the news in and around the globe to you. Yes, today we are here to present to you the major news or the major headlines. And then before we go, let's look at a recap, or let's look at our top stories for today. Within the week, on Tuesday, we had a very sad story of the passing away of the former General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party and current CEO of Forestry Commission, lawyer AHUOF3. And another story, NPP has confirmed that AHUOF3 as their flag bearer, and he has also chosen Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the fourth time as his running mate. And also another phrase, some prisoners in Ghana, and they are supposed to enjoy their freedom, those who have minor offenses. And then this laments about military siege or military presence in K2 South. Yeah, the news is brought to you by the two hub producers of quality and natural shea butter, and also producers of natural honey and producers of tasteful granule space and Hills hair bonnet, producers of silky or quality silk hair bonnets. Executor Radio based in London and Odofupa Radio or are our sponsors for this news. Let's go into the major stories. And in the week we had a very sad story. Lawyer AHUOF3, also known as Sir John, who was once the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, has passed on. He tested positive for the COVID-19 disease, and he was receiving treatment at Kolebu Teaching Hospital, but unfortunately lost his life on Tuesday around 8 p.m. And the news has been on. Meanwhile, Sir John has already lost the mother and his sister to this same COVID-19 disease, and he was actually planning to bury them and have the final funeral rites for them in August, but unfortunately he couldn't even wait till that time. But he has also passed on to eternity. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Sir John will be remembered for a whole lot of controversies and funny interviews in the media. Yes, he was very accessible to the media. Yes, and another story, the NPP has confirmed Nana AHUOF3, the Council of Elders has confirmed Nana AHUOF3 as their flag bearer for the 2020 general elections. And right from there, Nana also confirmed Dr. Bawumia, or his vice president, as his running mate heading towards the December polls. Yes, and we know the NPP are preparing themselves. They already have their their elections committee and manifesto committee and a whole lot in place, and we are waiting for the battle. You know, it's a straight battle between the NPP and the NDC, and the NDC are yet to announce their running mate, but also there are rumors that they've zeroed in on Mr. AHUOF3, former CEO of TOR. That's also mentioned in some names, but we know and Dr. Kabnado, the former Bank of Ghana boss, and also the former finance minister, who also owned Joni Bank, then battled Joni Bank. He is also in the race for the running mate to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and we are waiting for the announcement very soon. Yes, now people are saying that, or other researches that we've made shows that Mr. AHUOF3 is in the lead to become the running mate of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yes, and you know we are in an election year, and the country has decided to compile a new voters register. So the Electoral Commission started the registration exercise on the 30th of June, and it's been ongoing. Yes, they've told everyone not to wear blue top or blue dress or shirt or whatever to the registration center because the background is blue. And also, you know, there have been pockets of incidents and violence in Kaswa, in Sutifi, South, yes, Honorable Collins South, this constituency. There were violence, gunshots, even pepper spray was sprayed on the face of Honorable Collins South, the MP. It's been a battle between the MPP and the NDC. You know that place has been a very hot spot prior to 2016 elections, you know, with the violent nature of the MP's brother, Naba, if you remember those incidents. So the MPP now think they're also in power and they can control affairs. So I think it's been a battle there. Yes, and actually the two were interviewed on radio and asked to make sure that they calm down waters. So let's see. And also in Kaswa, there were incidents, and in some parts of Accra, some NDC polling agents tried to organize a press conference at a polling station, and the NPP told them that is not a place for them to organize a press conference, and there were some skirmishes there. Yes, also in some parts of Machem, I think Mosiaso, also there were other incidents there as well. And 3 guys have also been arrested in the Asawase constituency for possessing AC registration and distributing the registration form to others to fill and then go and register. They've then been arrested and sent to the Ashanti Regional Police Command. But Yakubu Tony, who is the communications director for the constituency, Asawase constituency, for the NDC, has denied that they did not do anything of such sort, and they are they are trying their best to make sure that the two are bailed to be free and come home. So this is what is going on in the registration, and as prior to that time, people were beating war drums. I think though there have been skirmishes or violence in other places, it's not as worst as what they were predicting or what they were suggesting. And we know at various polling centers too, the various COVID-19 protocols were supposed to be let's say adhered to, but some polling stations are not adhering to that. We also heard that Ketu South, the people came in their numbers to the extent that the EC officials couldn't control the crowd, and they did not even observe the COVID-19 protocols, especially social distancing. Yes, this is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell, and also share the videos share our videos for others to also have a look at our videos. Yes, we are still on stories based on elections, and also let's go to other stories. The NDC lamented, or the NDC were in the news, complaining bitterly, asking why the military command or the defense ministry have sent so many military officers to our borders in the Volta region, that especially K2 South, where we share borders, or their flower area where we share border with Togo. Yes, actually, and according to the news, actually we know our borders are being locked and military men are already there. But it wasn't only K2 South. The defense ministry came out to defend the issue that they've sent military men, or they've sent security personnel across our borders and through all unapproved routes to make sure that, yes, all COVID-19 protocols that as the president has banned or has closed all borders, people will not use unapproved routes to come in. But the people over there were also complaining that some of them run their daily businesses in and out of Ghana. Some sleep in Ghana and go to Togo to trade. Others also complain that there are students who are schooling in Togo but they live in Ghana. So so the NDC went to Ketu South to organize a press conference led by Honorable Samuel Okujetua, who is also their spokesperson on foreign affairs, and he said a lot. And even, like I said, there was a female student who was crossing the border to go to school in Togo, but she was denied access and also brutalized by the military. And the chief over there has also said spoken to the president that he should order his men to behave in the constituency. So this is what is happening in the Volta region, especially K2 South, when it's coming to the closure of borders, and then amid the registration processes. So this is Don Candy TV, and this news is brought to you by the Tukab, Hillside Bonnet of Power Radio, and Executor Radio. Please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. Registration issues, and Etogolese by name Kosi Kampe has been arrested in the Upper East region in the Timpani district in a police station called Bimpele Primary School. Yes, he was arrested trying to register as a Ghanaian voter, and he tried to use the Ghanaian name Yaro Kosi, yes, to register as a Ghanaian, and he has been apprehended by the police services. Yes, so he has been sent into police custody and is going to be prosecuted to serve as a deterrent to others. Yes, we are registering as a country as Ghanaians. We want true Ghanaians to be registered and to exercise their franchise to choose who should be their leader. This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe to the channel and press the notification bell. And also, this news is brought to you by the Tukab, producers of quality shea butter, producers of quality granite paste, producers of quality pure and natural pure honey, Hills Hair Bonnet, producers of quality silk hair bonnet, and Executor Radio. You can get Executor Radio on zeno.fm/Executor is ASUKETEWA dash radio, radio, and also Odofopa Radio, zeno.fm, zeno.fm / Odofopa is ODOFOPA dash radio radio. Yes, you can get these two radio stations if you want to listen to pure and quality music with quality sound. They are going to give you the best. Yes, and in the week too, we had a news of the Auditor General, Mr. Yao Domlevo, being asked to proceed on leave. Yes, since he assumed office, he's only taken 9 days of his annual leave, and he has accumulated his leave over 130 days. So the directive from the presidency asked him to proceed on leave and also hand over all documents to his deputy, and people that were in the news, condemning what the president or the presidency has done. But actually, it's a constitution, or the president followed the constitution and acted on the constitution. So it's not something that maybe he hated, because we know the Auditor General and Honorable Osafumafua have a case in court over $1 million that we paid to Crow and Associate, and a forensic audit firm that came to Ghana to do an audit. But according to the Auditor General, we've paid the money to them for nothing or for no job done. Yes, and he accused the office of the senior minister, or the senior minister, for directing that payment, and the senior minister is battling that case with him in court. So people are accusing that because the Auditor General was appointed by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the current government do not like him or do not want him to be in office, because he will unravel some financial malpractices in their government. And now let's go to sports news. 2nd of July 2010 was a very sad day for Ghanaian footballer, or African footballers. Since the World Cup came in existence in the 1930s, Africa has never crossed the quarterfinal mark. Yes, Cameroon went to quarterfinals, Senegal and other countries. Ghana has also been to the quarterfinals, and we were willing to cross the quarterfinals to the semi-final stage in the year 2010. But unfortunately, Luis Suarez denied the country in the dying embers of the game, when he handled a ball right on the goal line to prevent Ghana from getting their second goal. Yes, it was a very sad story. When the penalty was given, Asamoah blew it away, hit the bar, the pole, and when it went to penalties, we lost on penalties, or Ghana lost on penalties. Yes, and in remembering this sad day in the history of our game, some Ghanaian footballers were called by some radio stations and media houses, and answered this appeal. Also said he will never, and he can never forgive Luis Suarez for denying the country its first glory in the World Cup. That is going to the semi-finals, or entering the medal zone of the World Cup, and it would have been the first African country to be there. And Samojan also chastised media houses in a way, celebrating or remembering such a day, because it's also a very bad day in his career. Because according to a South African writer, he said that Samojan missed 200 pages of history book for missing that penalty. Yes, and so many Ghanaian players also expressed their worry, and even some Ghanaians have even asked the Attorney General to present a law in Parliament to be passed, that, or a bill in Parliament to be passed into law, that no Ghanaian should name his or her child Suarez. The name Suarez should be seen like how the Germans see the name Adolf Hitler. We know the Confederation of African Football, CAF, also suspended all qualifying matches amid the COVID-19 scare on the continent, and after the European leagues were truncated or asked to hold on. So, and the CAF president Ahmed Ahmad has also said that we can't play the AFCON in empty stadia. So it's likely that the AFCON, maybe as was scheduled to take place in Cameroon, might not come on the exact date, but maybe we'll have to postpone it or extend the date, so that it will be played in a period where there is no COVID-19, and we can also play AFCON in a fully packed stadium, so that people can enjoy the game, and also the Confederation can get revenue. Yes, the Confederation can also get revenue to cater for certain expenses in or on the continent, or in the area of football on the continent. And in other sports too, the Ghana Football Association has announced the cancellation of the Ghana Premier League 2019-2020 because of the COVID-19. We know we are not playing, and the clubs do not have the financial clout to run tests worth $66,000 before every game. Yes, and the clubs are suffering. And they can't afford that, so the Ghanaian league has been cancelled. The 2019-2020 league has been cancelled, and it's a very sad news for Ghanaian football lovers because the game in Ghana has suffered a lot. I mean, the number 12 by Anas. Yes, I mean number 12 by Anas. We didn't play a league for almost 2 years. It was only the normalization cup that we played for a period. And now, when we got our substantive FA president and we started the league too, COVID-19 has come in for us to cancel the league. So this is the sad story from Ghana Football Association and Ghanaian football lovers. And in other news too, we know in the week of Krapping Polo, Rosamond Brown, who is popularly known in showbiz as a Krapping Polo, celebrated her son's 7th birthday, and she posted a nude picture with her son. Squatting in front of the son, naked. And it was a very, very bad picture to be posted in social media. And the boy was also in underwear, only pants, and a lot of people chastise her, and even the CID has invited her, and the Gender and Social Ministry has also come in, and also Child Rights Organization have also reported her to the police headquarters that she has to be investigated because she's abusing the rights of her son. So this is also the story in the news, in entertainment. And after that, Krapping Polo also announced getting a contract or get to be the ambassador for a product. So she has also won an ambassadorial role, and I think she used that to test, or they wanted her to use that to test the waters to see her popularity before she would be given the contract. And I think it has worked for her. Negative stories sell in our country, so I think it has helped her to secure that contract. Yes, we are on entertainment news again, and Nana Continue Emmanuel Apia, known in his private life, and the Aketesia hate maker, just came into the scene very strong, but now he's a lawyer, and I think he's not taking much interest in music any longer. Yes, Nana Apia also was on the interview with Arnold Aidu, and he spoke about or talented or showbiz personalities that they should use their show business or their talent to have positive influence on their listeners or viewers or followers. And he also condemned people who, or the supporters who love negative stories. So they are rather supporting negativity, not the showbiz actors who are rather producing negativity for them, because they love negativity. That's why the people also want to survive. If they do quality music or songs that speak sense and you don't follow them, they will do negative, or they will talk about nudity, or they will post nudity, and then you have to follow. And in the interview, he also expressed that a lady's mom came to him that his boy, somebody he brought into the limelight who became so popular, or who he introduced into the music industry, is a drug addict and has introduced her daughter also into drugs, and she is now addicted to drugs. So, but zeroing on the matter, we all know in the industry that Kwabena is the first artist being introduced by Nana Kontihine, and we know rumors of Kwabena and AHUOF3 Patri going out, and we know rumors of AHUOF3 Patri smoking marijuana, and we also know rumors of Kwabena being a drug addict or being a marijuana smoker. Pop Skinny has said it in an interview with Kofi Adman that Kwabena smokes a lot, and there have been so many. And even AHUOF3 Patri has accepted or has said something like that on the latest interview that she smokes marijuana. So clearly, people are saying that Kwabena introduced AHUOF3 Patri into drugs, and AHUOF3 Patri's mom when confronted or approached Kontihine that your boy has introduced my daughter to drugs, and then she is now a drug addict. So yes, this is where we are going to end the news. This news was brought to you by the two hub producers of quality and natural shea butter, very good for your skin, and you can also use it for cooking. And quality and tasteful groundnut paste, you can use it to smear your bread and also for breakfast, and also you can also use it for soups and other domestic uses, and those who prepare domestic soups, groundnut soups, can also go in for it. And quality and natural honey made by bees, and yes, you can also get some. It's very good for your health and for your child's health. And also Hills Hair Bonnet producers of quality hair bonnets made from quality silk materials. Yes, these were our sponsors. And also Essequitua Radio, based in London. You can get Essequitua Radio on zeno.fm/Essequitua-radio. Zeno is ZENO.FM/ Essequitua is ASUKETEWA -radio, and Odofupa Radio is Odofupa is Zeno is ZENO.FM/ Odofupa is ODOFOPA-radio radio. Yes, you can get these two radio stations for quality music. We'll soon start organizing programs, but we are now playing test transmission. You can listen to lovely Ghanaian tunes, gospel, hip life, high life, hip hop, Afro pop, and a whole lot. Thanks for your viewership. This is Don Candy TV. Please subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, and share our videos for others to also have a view of it. Thanks for your viewership. Thanks for your support. Sin Chao.